Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Got back from out of town, Panther sitting for 6 months. Man, that car did not want to start. Real hard time starting, driving it around. It was just puttering around, shutting off, acting all up. I believe the fuel pump's bad. If I remember correctly, this car has a used fuel pump I put in here probably a couple 100,000 miles ago. It may be a HOWR pump I got out of another car. But with the mods I have on there, I really should have upgraded the fuel pump. So I purchased a DW Dutch Work 200. So I'm going to pull the unit right now and modify the fuel pump unit, put that Dutch Work pump in there, and I should be good to go. Some people talk about the wiring in there. I don't know if that's really necessary or not. I haven't ohmed out the wires to see if they're getting weak or whatever, but got some stuff in here that was obviously in Queen Bee before I took Queen Bee to the paint shop. So I got to empty all this stuff out, get to the fuel pump, and replace that fuel pump. So right now it's, let me check the time. It is 5:45. So dump this stuff out, change this pump, put it back in. I should have most of the tools I need, except I'm pretty sure I do not have my fuel tank cap tool. Left that in Vegas. Didn't know I was going to be changing the fuel pump out here. I also ordered a spare fuel pump in case one of these other cars need one. They've been sitting around with bad fuel in them, so they may need one. And just go from there. Let's get cracking. Well, it looks like a Volvo style pump's got that little ground jumper there, but as you can see, the top of it's yellowing. The yellow stripe there is driver's side, left, and US cars. So I'm gonna vacuum some of these crumbs up here, and then I'm gonna pull this thing out of here and get into it. This kind of stinks. The sock fell off, evidently, of this pump I put in here, and man, I'd say 20% of the screen is clogged up. Wow. Let me get this thing apart, open up my new pump, and get this thing put back together. Well, I seen that sock down in there. However, I was having a hard time getting it out, and while trying to pull it out, I pushed it somewhere else in the tank. Oh, that looks like maybe it right there. I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about the sock floating around in the tank. I'll just try to make sure I get the other one on better so it don't come off. Here it is, folks. Out of the box. And that is a HOWR pump. And I'm going to put a DW in there. Let me get cracking and show you guys how it look when I have it all back together. This is the DW pump versus the HOWR pump. You see the pump unit is bigger. And it's actually a little taller where this sits down in there and reaches the bottom. I don't know if I should take this plastic off of there. It's like a plastic label. I'm going to read the instructions. That may melt away inside the tank. I don't know. So I may take that off. I'll see. And it's just a wider pump. I got to clip this one edge in here so that it can slide in there. Get that sock and stuff on there. That's the pump. That's the pressure. That's the part number. PN9-201. I'm going to take this plastic off. I don't know if it'll melt in the tank with the gas or not. I think I'm going to have a little bit of an issue here. I was able to push the pump into the housing and got it all the way down to where it touches. However, this pump was further down in the housing to where this little clip was on top of the pump. Therefore, this tip of the pump was down, man, it looks like a 1/2 inch. So my new pump is going to be almost a 1/2 inch off the bottom of the tank which may make me run out of gas sooner. So I think I'm going to be better off if I get this pump down to where this actually clips over top of that, like it was on this one, and get that thing down through there. So I'm gonna have to cut the bottom of this off so I get this pump down further, because I do not want to be running out of gas soon, because right as it stands, I'll be running out of gas with like a ½ inch more of the pump out. So let me push this out here and push this pump down till the top of this hits that. They're about the same height from tip to ridge there, so I need to get that down further. Let me cut this end of this off of here. So to put this DW pump in the stock housing, I cut the bottom of the pump housing off, and as you can see, it's almost the same length. That's where this little tip thing was on this pump, and it was sticking down through the bottom, and they're now about the same length, so I should not run out of gas too soon. Let me get this dust cap off of here, and then I can show you where I put the sock on. The sock is going to go on that thing there, but that's very close to where it was, so I shouldn't run out of gas early. Well, it appears that I broke off the sock securing tip from the pump in my aggression of pushing this pump through this housing without cutting it. So now I got to figure out a different way to secure the sock, which I didn't like it sticking out that far anyway, because it would often push on the side of the chamber inside the pump. So I'm going to try to figure out how to secure it this way on here and have it secured down like this some way. So let me figure out a way to secure this thing down here and work it like that. Fun, fun, fun. Wire, I think they use it to do stuff with Christmas decoration on a roll. I knew where that was in the house, so I went and grabbed that. I looped it under that loopy thing in the fuel pump housing, brought it up over, looped it over the other one down there, brought it up over, twisted it off, tied it. I doubt I'm gonna lose this sock like I lost the last one, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. Nice thing about this DW pump is it used the same plug as the OEM pump, so it just plugged right in. I'm ready to go back in here. I got the hose on, tightened down. I should be good to go. I could plug power on this, make sure it works. I guess I'll do that before I install it all the way. Guess I did something right. Running with no leaks. 505,000 DW200 7922. No leaks. Fired right up after I primed it. Woohoo! I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess, take it for a test drive, because I forgot to make dinner. So I'll pick up something for dinner while I'm test driving it. Thanks for watching. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.